it's Anika. So I made it through Thanksgiving and I stayed on track in terms of just not eating all the sugary desserts and all the carb-filled sides that were present at Thanksgiving. I stuck with my meat, though I will say that some of the meats had extra spices on it, and I did notice that the next day that there was somewhat of a reaction, but for the most part, I was okay and I stayed on track with what I planned to do. Now, that was in the eating department. I just was feeling horrible last week. I am not sure. I'm not a person that gets sick often, but when I do, it's like, oh. And I just really had, something just come over me and I was struggling. So I didn't have a chance to be consistent with working out. I started my little workout things and I was doing really well. And then when I got ill, I realized, oh yeah, it's probably wisdom to just take it easy and to slow down. And now I'm trying to be consistent and start all over. Which brings me to the point of today's video. I feel like it is so easy when we fall off the bandwagon or we make a mistake or we're not as consistent as we would like to be, that as opposed to like saying, you know what, all right, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I had some setback. That's okay. Let me get back on track. Some of us, as opposed to having that approach, we go the total opposite direction and just be like, never mind. Why am I even trying this carnivore thing? I can't work out. I can't be consistent. Give me everything that I'm not supposed to have. And then we just kind of go into this downward spiral. And I'm just here to encourage you, like, it is okay if you messed up or if you were not able to be consistent, whether it was your choice or just because of other circumstances. Like for me, the sickness, I wasn't able to really work out like I would. I want to encourage you to not just throw in the towel. Go get that towel, pick it up, and, get back in the game. And maybe you failed miserably at Thanksgiving and you just ate everything that you knew you shouldn't. That's okay. Like, let's start over. Don't beat yourself up and don't allow yourself to go with, this downward spiral. Just say, all right, I made a mistake. It is what it is. And I am going to pull it together and get my head back in the game and just keep on going, because this is what I've learned. And this has been such a lesson for me. And this is so beyond food and exercise. I often used to strive for perfection, and I was so rigid in so many ways. But when I failed, I would just feel horrible and and that feeling of condemnation would just lead me to this place of just feeling utterly defeated, as opposed to saying, okay, yeah, I didn't hit the mark, but let me keep on trying. Let me just not fall away altogether. And that used to be my mindset. And, suddenly I realized, wait a minute, there will be moments where I may mess up. There will be moments. And again, this is beyond just food, where I may not make the mark, but that should not give me a reason or an out to get back in the game and to keep on trying. So I just want to encourage you. I know that it can be so difficult when we're trying to make the right choices, and it can feel so difficult, especially if you've been around this mountain before. But I just, again, want to send you a virtual hug and tell you it's okay. You messed up. Get back in the game and keep on going. I'm just praying that you would just be flooded with the grace of God to do what you know you need to do, even after you've messed up. All right, you be blessed.